One thing I love doing is combining my expertise in graphic design with my passion for yoga, health, and wellness. And today I want to share with you how you can create these amazing professional handouts or infographics for yourself or your students. So if you have a class plan and you want to highlight it, kind of like this right here, you can do this really, really easily. And I'm going to show you the shortcuts and give you the tools to do so. So in this little mini tutorial, I'm not going to give you the exact step-by-steps, but I will give you the tools and a couple tips to get you started. Okay? So we're going to get right into it. And before we do that, I do want to mention that I am hosting a yoga sequencing summit online. It's a 2-day event on October 23rd and 24th. I am bringing together, or we are bringing together, 9 amazing experts, 10 if you count me, to share with you ins and outs and different topics regarding yoga sequencing. This is the first time we're doing this, and I'm very excited about it because we've got some great experts in the lineup from chair yoga, yin yoga, creative sequencing for high vibration living, and all sorts of things that can really help you. So that is free to attend live. You can go to sequencingsummit.com to get a free ticket to that. Otherwise, there is a VIP upgrade to get the replays. So go and check it out. But beyond that, let's jump into how you can actually create these amazing sequence PDFs and give you that starting point to up level your professionalism in the industry. So let's do this. Okay, I'm going to actually share my entire screen so you'll see this. Give me a moment. I'll make myself small. So I'm going to share my entire screen because I want you to be able to see a few things. So as I click over here, you should now be seeing, hold on, let me make myself small right there. There we go. That should work. Actually, I don't know where I need to be. How about I just disappear myself and you're going to see my screen here. Here we go. Let's do this, okay? Okay, so this is tummee.com. It's tummee.com. You can also go to ashesyoga.com/tummee, and that's my referral site. So if you want to use that one, so I know that you came from this video, ashesyoga.com/tummee. I'll also link everything in the description or the caption so you can see that. So once you're in, you actually have this whole dashboard to create sequences. So Tummee is a sequence builder that what we're looking for is the base of our sequence with the little icon people. And what's really neat is there are over 7,500 poses to search from and even including chair yoga and prenatal yoga, and they're always adding more. So there's a ton of little icons and sequence styles you can create. So if you click on create a sequence, you can create your own. You can look through your current sequences that you've added to your list. You can look at other teachers' public sequences. Now, you can't really guarantee that they're going to be any good, but there's a bunch there. And then you can also see some Tummee sequences or some pre-made ones from this company. And you can also edit them if you add them to your own. So there's a lot to choose from. So from a yoga sequencing standpoint, for those of you who are still working on creating class plans, this is a great tool. But what we're doing is really just looking for the base of something that you can print. So I have one right here. I've actually taken a 20-minute Tummee sequence exactly just to give you an example. So I'm going to click on it, and this is my sequence. And to create the initial PDF that we're going to use so we can grab these little icons, you would actually hit print, not PDF, you would hit print, and you're going to save as a PDF. But the thing you want to do first is just make sure that it's the setup that you want, because you can add titles, you can add the cues if you had any cues, you can add breaths, you can change the size of the text, you can decide what color the text is going to be, and you can even decide if you have color or not color. And then we've got different styles of people. So we've got different kids, plus size, we've got men, women, we've got a senior, and mixed skin tones. So you can actually decide, even prenatal. So that's kind of neat. So we're going to just click on just the default right now. But if you hit print, it will give you a preview of what you're seeing. And what we're looking for is actually, like, if this didn't fit on the whole page, we might want to scale it to be smaller. Or if we wanted it to be multiple pages, you could scale it to be bigger. Like if you want, whoa, it's maybe too big. Oh, there we go. If you wanted 4 poses per page, you can always scale. I'm going to go back to 100 because that actually fit perfect on a page. You can change the margins, but what we're doing is not just using this as your PDF. We're going to take this then into Canva to work with and create more of a design around it. And you might even be able to change some of the colors of the icons here of the graphics. So you would save this as a PDF once you have all the settings you want. If you want titles on it, just to give you an example, if you wanted titles, you could then add the titles and they would show up underneath the poses. So you'll have to do a little adjusting. Like I would probably have to adjust this because the titles are a little bit big, but go through and do that and then save the PDF. Your PDF is just a document that will show up in your downloads. You'll find it later. Okay, so get that done first. That's our first thing. And we're not just using that. We're going to head into Canva, free design Canva. It's canva.com. And you can create a free login and you'll then hit the create button. And I usually just do a letter, which is an 8.5 by 11. So a portrait size letter. I've already created that and I want to show you that here. So I've already created, oops, let's go back. I've already created a letter size document. And in this one, you can actually see, as I scroll, you can see I've got the other pages that I've already created. So what we're going to do first is to upload that PDF that we downloaded. So on the left side here, there's a place called Uploads. So you're going to upload, not an image, but a design. But you can just click Upload File and then choose your design wherever it is. So choose your PDF. So I have a bunch in here already. So you would upload those and they end up in your designs section. So with your blank page, you can simply click on one and it shows up here. But what's really cool is then we can delete. I'm going to drag and delete all this other stuff and delete that. And now we can design around it. So we can put our own heading. We can put our own border around it. We can put all sorts of things that we want. Let's say we wanted to add a really cool text. So I'm going to go to text and create, and I am in Canva Pro, by the way, but you can do this also without Pro. So let's go, what kind of text do I want here? Let's do this one. Let's go yoga flow, 20-minute. So we can do, I'm going to change the color here to red to match the person. And then we've got this lovely text that's 20-minute yoga flow with the people down below. Now, I don't want to get too much into all of the design, how you do all this and how you would, click on things and adjust. But just know that over here, you've got text, you've got elements, you can add borders, you can add all sorts of things. So for example, here is a morning yoga 20-minute flow. I might want to make this a little bit bigger. I've got my Instagram here at Ashes Yoga. I can make that bigger as well or put it over here. I can drag and drop different things. And I've got this little border piece just for a little more pizzazz. And the same thing down here, except this one is a longer flow. And I've actually got, if you zoom in a lot, it has the English name and the Sanskrit name attached to it too, with numbers. So this has a little bit more detail to it. And then as we get going, as we continue, I did another design where it just has the English names. And this came from Tummee PDF I uploaded. And then I added just a little, a background that's kind of tan colored and this heading. And then this was another one. And this one was fun to make because I actually went through each one and changed the color of her pants. So I went to the color and was able to change and made it a rainbow style. Now I could also change the color of her shirt. If I wanted her shirt to be black, we're going to click on each one. Okay, that did something where it also got her, ooh, let's go back, black. Wait a second. Okay, this one, the blue is going to change to black. The blue is going to change to black. The blue is going to change to black. So that's, oh, actually that looks kind of nice. Blue to black. So I would have to go through each one of those and do that. And I think that's such a cool feature that you're able to change the color of some of them, not all of them. Sometimes it gets a little funky and it doesn't allow you to do that. That's okay. Work with what you've got. But it was really fun to create something that's more colorful and more vibrant. And you could also have, like I said, you could have the English or Sanskrit words or the cues or something underneath it. And if you wanted to do that in Canva, you could also just go in and add a text box underneath each pose, child's pose. I mean, that's a little bit more work to do. I'm going to copy that one. Or if you wanted to name it something else, you could do that. So as you can tell, let's go down dog, there. See, we could do something like that. And that makes it a little bit just more customizable, right? So you could then share this or save it as, let's say, I'm going to download this as a PDF for sharing. Like if I wanted to send this or email this to somebody or print it, or you could save it as a JPEG, which is a flat image that you can then upload to Facebook, to Instagram, to Pinterest, almost anywhere. So anyway, that's really all I wanted to share with you. I'm having probably way too much fun doing this. I think it's one of the things that I could probably get distracted with very easily because I think it's so much fun. But there also is that element, that you have to create the sequence first, or at least get the sequence from somewhere. I would definitely try to, if you get a sequence from someone else or somebody else's sequence, I would give them credit. So I'd say sequence comes from so-and-so, or this is a Tummee.com sequence, or sequence is the, Ashtanga primary series or whatever it is. But if you've created your own, go ahead and share away. And there's so much that you can do very easily with these tools. Now, I know I'm going to get asked, is Tummee free? There is a free trial, and then it's like $7 or $10 a month. It's pretty inexpensive. You could always use it for a month and then cancel and then come back and forth. There is an annual option. There is a lifetime option. And then Canva does have a free option that you can start with. And then Canva Pro is $10 or $13 a month, something like that. And I had resisted Canva Pro for a very, very long time. And then when I finally got it, I was like, game changer. So I'm a huge fan of Canva and using it for your business. Yes, I know a lot of these little costs, investments can kind of add up, but it's such a benefit to your business and what you're, trying to do as a yoga teacher as you get going. So I encourage you to create a few of these, even just for marketing. Put them up on Pinterest. Pinterest is a great place. If you haven't been on Pinterest in a while, go just look up yoga sequence and you'll get some design ideas that can help you. Again, I'm just having so much fun doing this. So I wanted to make sure to share so that you know that these tools are available to you and it's not out of your possibilities to do something like this. So go and have fun. Click on the link to join Tummee and click on the link to join Canva. And then when you do one of these, when you get done, I would love it if you sent it to me. So send me your design. If you have a JPEG image, you can message me on Instagram at Ashes Yoga. You can send me a Facebook message if you find me there, or you can even email me ashesyoga@gmail.com. So all the links are in the caption or the description, and have so much fun designing, and I will see you in another video soon.